What's going on? It's your man, Dr. Will, and you know the deal. Let me know what city, what state, what country you're chiming in from. Even if you're watching the replay, let me know what city, what state, what country you are chiming in from. I'm here in my office on the beautiful island of St. Martin on this beautiful, Thursday. So as you are coming in, I just always love to know where my online family is located. So let me know what city, what state, what country you are chiming in from. Today I want to talk to you about jumping in the water, And what do I mean by jumping in the water? I simply mean that you have to get to the point where you just do it. What's going on, Halana, over in Rwanda? You have to get to the point, whatever you're trying to achieve, whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever your goals are, whatever your visions are, you can plan, you can prepare, you can practice. But at the end of the day, you got to jump in the water. And so many people, they get stuck in these two areas of perfectionism and procrastination, right? And perfectionism is, what's going on, Daryl, in Manhattan, Kansas? Perfectionism is, I want everything to be right. Everything needs to be right before I do it. Everything needs to be right before I do it. And I always talk to my clients and I share with them, I say, I want you to think about this. There's a group of sick people and you have the medicine, you have the formula, you have the vitamins, you have the whatever that can help them, but you're holding it back because you don't like the packaging, right? You have the pill, you have the magic pill for them that can help them, that can change their life, but you don't like the box that you're presenting it in. You don't like the delivery, right? So you're holding it up because you want everything to be just right while these individuals are dying, whether it's, mentally, physically, emotionally. What's going on, Johnny? They're dying because of, right? Watch this now. This is a tough word. Because of your selfishness. That's exactly what perfectionism is, guys. It's a selfishness. And why did I call it selfishness? Because you're thinking about you. You're thinking about you. You're not thinking about the individuals that can be helped. Now, there's a thing about, hey, I want to provide great quality service. Hey, I want to protect my brand. I get all of that, guys. But there's a time and a place for all of that. There's a time for that in the growth process. But when you're just getting started, guys, you just got to jump in the water, right? Someone can give you instruction on the sideline and they can tell you what to do. They can tell you how to paddle your feet, how to kick your feet. They can tell you how to stroke your arms and all that type of stuff. They can talk to you about breathing. But man, until you jump in the water, you're not swimming. You can't swim from the sidelines, guys. The only way you can swim is you got to get in the water. You got to jump in the water, guys. The second thing is procrastination. Procrastination. What happens to most people, two things when I look at procrastination. Either you really don't want to do what you say you want to do, so you keep putting it off. Or it's almost close to perfectionism. You're thinking about all the things you think you need to do and it becomes overwhelming. So now you just procrastinate. Before you even get started, you're looking at your to-do list. You're looking at this long list of things that need to be done. And now you're just overwhelmed. And so when I'm working with my clients, the way we deal with procrastination is we put everything in bite-sized chunks. What are we doing today? What are we doing this week? What are we doing this month? What are we doing this quarter? So it's not that we're doing everything all at once. We're saying, okay, the things that need to be done for us to move forward today is this. The things that need to be done this quarter are these 10 things. But the way we're going to accomplish these 10 things is by doing one thing a day, one thing a week, right? So if I look at my whole quarter and I say, okay, these are the 6 to 7 things that need to be done this quarter for us to have a successful quarter, then we break it down in months, okay? So what do we need to do month 1, month 2, month 3? Then what do we need to do week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, week 7, week 8, week 9, 10, 11, 12. So I now have 12 weeks to work with. So I can break down all these goals or all these steps that we need to accomplish. But here's the deal. At the end of the day, guys, you got to jump in the water. I know that you have greatness on the inside of you. I know that you have the skills and the knowledge to go out there and impact people, to make a big difference in the world. You know, I'm looking at my buddy Ron just hopped on here. And let me be honest with you. When I look at Ron, and this is something else I want to add to you guys, you got to watch and you got to maintain your own garden. And I say this because I know this happens to a lot of us. It even happens to me. I look at like a person like my buddy Ron, and my buddy Ron has accomplished so many things in his life, right? I go to Ron's page sometime and I'm like, this guy is like everywhere and doing everything. But then I have to remind myself, Will, number one, you're not in a race against Ron. You're not in a race against Ron. Number two, you don't even know when Ron started, right? You don't even know when Ron started. And in Ron's case, he started, a lot before me. But when I look at what he's doing, I'm like, oh my God, right? Oh my God, this guy is making major impact. But this is what I know. Ron jumps in the water. When I sit down and talk with him, he jumps in the water. And he'll tell you, like he told me years ago, man, you don't know. You have something that you want to do. You have something in your heart. You just got to go out there and do it. Yes, you get all the information that you can. Yes, you do all the preparing and all the practicing that you can. But at the end of the day, you just got to go out there and do it. And so I look at Ron has restaurants in the airport. Then I come to his page. Ron is keynoting this event. I come over here. Ron is singing at this event. I mean, he's just a multifaceted individual that has figured out like everything is not going to work, but you're not going to know if it works until you do it. So guys, my challenge for you out there, whatever you're planning on doing, whatever you're desiring to do, just go out there and do it, guys. And here's what happens when you do it. That's where the magic happens. A lot of you are saying, you know what? I don't have a big team. I don't have this. I don't have that. You don't need a team right now. To take step number one, you don't need a team. You don't need a whole team backing you up to take step number one. Just figure out what is step number one. And once you take step number one, what's going to happen is you're going to get feedback. You're going to get some feedback. And that feedback is what I call the breakfast of champions. I remember going back to Ron 10 years ago, 11 years ago, Ron sat down with me and he shared some wisdom with me. He saw that I had jumped in the water. And once he saw that I jumped in the water, he was now able to give me some feedback. Hey, you're not kicking your legs the right way. Hey, you're not stroking your arms the right way, right? He was able, once I got in the water, as long as I was on the sideline, we're just having a conversation. As long as I'm on the sideline, we're just having a conversation. But I remember throughout the process, Ron would hit me up and say, boom, you're doing the right thing. Hey, or you may want to adjust this. Hey, you may want to think about this, but people can't give you that help or that feedback until you get in the water, guys. Until you get in the water. So that's my challenge. All the help that you need is going to come when you get in the water. The lifeguard is never going to come down from the tower as long as you're standing on the sideline. As long as you're standing on the sideline, the lifeguard never comes. It's not until you get in the water, guys, that your help that you think that you need is going to come. But then guess what happens? As you get in the water, that's when you start making the adjustments. That's when you know how to breathe. That's when you learn that, oh, I can stay underwater for a minute, or I can stay underwater for 30 seconds, or, oh, okay, if I do this, I'll start to float. Oh, if I just calm down and paddle my feet, I'll stay in this one area. That's when all the information that you need starts to come to you. It doesn't come to you on the sideline, guys. It doesn't come to you on the sidelines. We want to talk and we want to pontificate and we want to wait and wait for everything to be perfect. That's not how it happens. That's not where the magic happens, guys. But as you get in that water, you'll start to develop new skills. And you'll say, oh man, I can swim from here to there. I may not be able to swim over there yet, but at least I can swim from here to there. Oh, you know what? When I swim this distance, this is when I start to get tired. This is when my legs start to hurt. So boom, I need to learn how to paddle. I need to learn how to float. I need to learn how to give me that second to regain my second breath. So boom. And then if you keep doing it, you'll learn that, oh man, on Monday, I was able to swim from here to here. But by Friday, I'm swimming from here to over there, guys. And that's how it is, guys. That's the process. That's how you start making big impact, guys. So that's my thought for you on this Thursday. Go out there and have an amazing day, guys, and I'll talk to you later.